So a guy goes into the doctor's office and he lifts up his arm. He goes, "Doc, it really hurts every time I do that." Doctor looks back at him and goes, "Well, stop doing that." And that's with everything. Your beliefs create your reality. If you're always focusing on something negative, or if you're in some type of pain and you're always focusing on that pain, you get more pain. You have to let things heal. And the only way to let things heal is to acknowledge them. Once you acknowledge them, you can pinpoint the problem and move on appropriately. But how often do we get stuck in belief patterns that we just never ever get out of? So like that girlfriend cheated on you in high school or college or something, and suddenly all girls are going to cheat on you. Well, if that's what you focus on, that's what you're going to attract. Existence is energy. Everything is energy. So now you might be asking, well, how do I do that? How do I get out of that grind? Awareness is number one. Being aware of it. So if you lift your arm up and it hurts, be aware of that. Every time you lift up your arm that way, it hurts. Maybe you need a splint. Maybe you need some medicine or some physical therapy or whatever. Or you just need rest. So being aware of what happens when it happens is crucial. So every time anger comes up, notice that. And eventually you get good enough to where you feel the sensation in your body before it ever hits your mind, because your body is in pain. Your consciousness is not. Your mind is a tool with which to transfer the consciousness through into the body. And when you become aware and present in every moment, you start becoming more aware and more in tune with your body and what's happening. So when that starts arising, you have a minute. Not a minute, you have a second. You have a split second to recognize that that's an issue, and you have that opportunity to take a pause, to create space, to create dimension, right? We always get a choice with whatever we're doing at any given point. If you're focusing on the divine all the time, the divine is what you will see all the time. And it's a practice like meditation. It's a practice like weightlifting. It's a practice like running, art. Every fucking thing we do is a practice. You don't get obese without practicing eating, because that first time you ate, it was only one Twinkie. The next time you eat, it's two, and then it's three, and it moves up, and the next thing you know, you have a problem. Same thing with drugs. Everybody that I know that smokes pot started out taking a hit, coughing their lungs out and going, "Oh God," and they're getting too high, and maybe they pass out or just zone out for the next hour or so. And you build tolerance to that, and the next thing you know, you're smoking joints like Snoop Dogg, right? So everything's a practice. Bad habits are a practice, and good habits are a practice. Find your practice. What you want in life is the thing that you should be heading towards. Everything's hard. Everything's difficult. It's the amount of difficult you're willing to tolerate for the thing that you want. And that's that. So when anger comes up, sadness comes up, look at it. Sit with it. If you have to, become it. If you're going to be sad, be the saddest sad you've ever been. Wail. Wail at the heavens. Do whatever it is you've got to do to get all of that energy out of you, because all feelings, all emotions are just energy fluctuations. So they are not intrinsically good or intrinsically bad. You can take them and reverse them around. You can make them different than what they have always been in your belief system. So the girlfriend cheated on you in high school. Oh ho hum. All girls are going to cheat on me. No. You know that's not true. That's nonsense. You're not that pathetic. Nobody's that pathetic. you're attracting the wrong type of people, because your belief systems are so set in stone that you have to go after this particular looking person, this particular mindset. And then sometimes we get involved in relationships and we create monsters out of people that wouldn't have been monstrous to us if we weren't the way we were. It's absolutely necessary to be easy on yourself. Once you start being easy on yourself, you start catching the patterns that happen, that's when you can change them. So, you feel sadness, feel it deeply, feel it completely. Don't get ho-hum about it, don't become a victim to it. Feel it and go, yeah, that's how I feel. My pet died. My girlfriend left me. My husband's cheating on me. That kind of thing. You get into it and you go, well, why? Sometimes we don't need to answer our own questions because the answer's already there. Well, you know why they cheated, right? I mean, we all know exactly why people cheat. It's either us or them, and sometimes it's a mix. I'm not going to say sometimes. I'll say most times. It's a mix of my personality and attitude and your personality and attitude. You knew that I would take it or not take it. Sometimes we enjoy the energy of anger. Sometimes we like people getting mad at us because it's a dopamine hit. And then we get to explore all of our victimhood through that. Well, I had to cheat on you because, right? I mean, that's really the thing. Or it was an accident. There are no accidents. People do everything on purpose. Everything. And we allow them to do those everythings on purpose because we're asking for it secretly. So once you love yourself, you're just going to get in a decent relationship, and the way you act towards that person will be a reflection of them reflecting onto you. And then the more aware you become, you can actually ground people with your presence. So to flip that all around, you look at it and you go, what is the exact opposite emotion? What is the exact opposite positive emotion to the negative emotion I'm having? And explore that. Go on a journey, go on a little adventure like you're finding treasure out in the forest somewhere. And the more you do it, practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. The easier it becomes. All of a sudden, you're not the same person you were 5 minutes ago. And that shit is real. None of this other shit is real. Currency's not real. It's just our faith in it. If somebody came up to you and said, hey, I want to buy your car, and gave you 5 rocks, you'd go, what the hell's wrong with you, right? Well, I have faith in these 5 rocks. Well, that's great. What the hell am I going to do with the 5 rocks? I don't have faith in them. And that's everything. That's existence. Your belief patterns don't mean shit to anyone. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to relate with you. If you always are negative and talking like, oh, ho hum, poor me, that's how people are going to start experiencing you. You become, I mean, I'm not going to say that there aren't pitfalls in the world, right? Like people don't lose their homes, or people don't have cars that break down, or relationships that go really sour. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that playing the victim to it will create a victim out of you. Where thoughts go, energy flows. And that's just a basic law. Whatever you think about the most often is the thing that's going to happen the most often. That's why the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor, right? Because you're in this generational loop, this traumatic generational loop. Well, my parents were poor, my grandparents were poor, I guess I got to be poor too. So you're not looking at the advantages that are out there. Same thing in relationships. People get in sour relationships because they're not looking for the thing that they want, because they don't believe that they deserve it. So take accountability for yourself. It's all you. You're the one who's making this happen. However you believe the world is exactly how the world will appear to you. How you think you are is how you will appear to others. Are you strong and capable? Or are you weak and miserable? You can't live in that shit. You can't make a label out of it, and you can't dwell there. Like, it sounds terrible, but like if you were, say you were mugged on the street, and now you have PTSD and you think that every time that you go out on the street you're going to get mugged, you start looking like a victim. And then people that are capable of that start looking for people like you. And the next thing you know, you are